Welcome, boys and girls! It's time to open the gates of adventure and mystery to the land of Mythaville. Chapter 1, Dream Warning. As I open my eyes, the early morning sun bounces through my window into the vacant beige walls around my old twin bed. I jump out of the thin and tattered seats. A dim light showed I was wearing my faded blue pajamas. I realized that I was back as the white painted ship door clicked open. I wandered to the hallway and down the old creaky stairs. As blurry faces of my family and some friends stood around a folding table. Everyone saying, "Happy birthday, Sigh!" As I blew out the candle and the camera flashed a bright light, there's just this empty living room vanished into a white void. Everyone disappeared apart from a brown-haired woman, who was my mom. Turning to Rovato, he eerily voiced, "One legend has ended, and another legend has begun." Before I could even ask him a question, he disappeared too. As I strolled through the white void, my faded blue pajamas shifted back into the same old tattered light brown cloak, the one I wore back when I first arrived in Mythaville to begin with. As the middle of the day soccer field appeared around me, the crowds on both sides screamed and shouted for their teams. A small boy in blue kicked the soccer ball past the kids on the field and struck the wrong goal. As the coach blew his silver whistle, the game was over, and I still felt a light sting at the feet, even though that one fail set doesn't compare to Queen Myra taking the powers of the four up from day into night. An old drab house appeared next to the neatly trimmed soccer field. As my dad, still wearing the silver coach's whistle, gave me the golden heart locket, the house and field faded into the white void. As the little boy in blue disappeared, my dad stepped into the author of the book of When One Darkness Has Failed, another will always take its place, mouthed Valador. Is this spirit like everything else? I broke open the Queen and King's old chamber. I climb out of bed in my nicely lacy and cozy undergarments. As I put on my new lying in the back corner of the room. "Oh, Your Highness, it's already up!" startled the head maid at the castle walls. "Well, yes. Adele, I decided to trust myself this morning," as her face turns sour like Theo's gas. Besides that, well, Adele, where is Laura? I haven't seen her today, I asked, trying to distract her from the awkwardness of this morning. "Well, she woke up a while before you and went down to the grand hall," answered the oldest maid in the castle. As I wandered down the spiral stone staircase and through a grand hallway, the portraits of past royals hung on the brightly polished stone walls, followed by a golden-trimmed dark red carpet that laid on the glistening stone floor. As I coasted past the two station guards, I sat at the head of the table where my mom used to sit, before the Dark Dragon battle. As I sat in the closest chair to the princess turned queen, I joked, "I guess I'll probably miss breakfast, because it's more likely to be closer to lunchtime by now." The seamlessly endless spread of food laid across the table, unless I sliced smirk at me. "Well, you slept a little bit later than normal," stated Laura, as she already had a clean plate in front of her. I grabbed some chicken, bread, and a small bowl of thick, white, creamy soup, and started munching down. I sat through a mouthful of food. "I did have," shouted Laura as she jumped out of her chair. "After I got down the rest of my food," I answered. "Well, they were both talking about new darkness and a new legend." "That means we have to go see the Book of Legends!" asserted Laura as I decided she just took the table. As the maids cleaned up all the untouched food on the table, Laura rushed into the hallway and past the throne room. As I followed closely behind her, I got the slightest glint of the sword above the throne. As we both stepped into such a massive library, I couldn't comprehend how I ended up reading all these books not just once, but twice. As we footed towards the center of the royal library, the old cowhide book set on a beautiful crafted stone pedestal, with the image of a dragon, dwarf, goblin, and troll were all carved into the stone. "Allura, why do we need to use the book now?" I questioned, in a complete daze of colors as the Lord grabbed the book off the pedestal. As he flipped the book open, he answered, "I guess there might be a new legend like your dream suggests." As the first two pages still showed the Hamilton strangers coming out of the entrance forest, the black cloud over the distant kingdom, still on the page, the second two pages still show the four objects of legend, like over shoulders next. "Are you sure there's no legend in that book?" As the Lord turned the page one last time, a legend appeared. On the left side of the book showed the mysterious stranger coming from the entrance forest, the same forest I came from 20 years ago. The right side of the book showed the map of Mythaville, with a gem-like purple crystal of many different shapes and sizes. Over the hills of dark remnants, I raised with intense curiosity. As Laura slammed the old book closed, she put the book of lessons back on the pedestal. Odile, what happened? Confronted Laura as he crouched down to the old maid's height. The twins, we're missing. Have the other servants checked the whole castle? I inquired, as I remember getting lost multiple times in the past. But probably wouldn't happen to anyone else except this castle. As Odile gathered her cool, she answered, Yes, me and the other servants have searched up and down this castle multiple times, but none of us have seen Kale and Kyle anywhere. As Laura stood back up, I said, Well then, I'll go look for the princess and this town. They have to be somewhere. Please like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up, and buy my books off of Amazon.com. And have a magical day.